With scamming being at an all-time high, there is a new scam that is using your debit cards to drain your bank accounts.
Emotions from LaShondra Oliver as she says someone stole $4,000 after getting their hands on her debit card. Paid $42 for a meal, but then a short time later, she saw her bank statement. And then days later, more charges started showing up. This time from a payday loan company where her statement shows several transactions with thousands more taken.
And now with this get quick rich culture and the rise of social media, scammers are showing other people how they can pull off this scam.
Cracking accounts, not safe. We are cracking accounts, not safe. The card start locking on us. But sometimes the card will lock up and then it give you like fraud alerts, which the person has to confirm on their phone.
Even more disturbing, they're actually getting people's PIN numbers to their debit cards, and customers are being left on the hook with the bank from the money that was stolen.
So who is monitoring your bank accounts to prevent fraud? If you ask a Cloverdale couple, is not the banks.
Thousands of dollars disappeared from their bank accounts, but because the PIN was used from their stolen debit cards, they were held liable.
They bled this thing dry. It was incredible how fast they did what they did.
Culprits went wild. Multiple fraudulent withdrawals involving 3 different financial institutions. Total loss, about $28,000.
In this video, I'm going to cover this scam and show you ways on how you can protect your information and your bank accounts so this doesn't happen to you. If you're new to this channel is designed to help you no matter where you are in your credit journey. And we help you leverage your credit to make money. So if you like that information, make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up and hit your notification bell so you can get notified anytime I upload a new video. Now, in this story we're about to cover, this young man got tricked by these scammers, and now these scammers are using your own mailbox in order to scam you out of your money. Let's check out this story.
Liz Roberts, a new twist to a banking scam where criminals are trying to get your PIN or personal identification number to your debit card. One local man was tricked into giving up his PIN and was told to put his card in his mailbox, initially losing almost $10,000. This is video of a suspected scammer picking up Jack Batts' debit card out of his own mailbox in Peoria. Batts attends college there at Bradley University, and he's from North Suburban Gurnee.
As you can see, these guys are bold because you going to somebody's house, taking something out of their mailbox, especially somebody's debit card, and you coming up on their porch, you're going to mess around and get hurt doing this. So somebody come to my house and do that, you're surely going to get hurt. So please don't do that over here. But you can see these people are young and desperate nowadays of pulling off these different heists. And this is now like a culture that everybody want to get rich quick or get money quick. And this is very life-threatening doing this. But you can see they're out here trying to get it how they live it. But you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself. So you can also get fraud insurance for you and your accounts. With my elite credit system, we use Smart Credit as our score provider, and they give you $1 million worth of protection from fraud. And this is not only for yourself, but also for your family. So you can protect yourself and your money. And then they actually have Money Manager, and that give you alerts if anything is going on with your accounts, if you can connect it, and that will let you know any indication of what it catches fraud for. And my users are getting great results with increasing their credit score with my AR software, and also my coaching. Like Sean went from a 612 credit score to all his scores over 770 in a matter of 6 months. And now he's at an 803 credit score. And he got my business coaching, and he was able to get a business credit card for his business after he cleaned up his credit. So if you need help with that, make sure you hit the links in the description of the video and in the pinned comment section. And if you go to my website, you can download a free hard inquiry removal package to remove your hard inquiries. Now, more from this story.
Not something you expect that would happen.
Before Batts put his own debit card in his mailbox, he received convincing calls and fake texts from people pretending to be from Chase Bank. The scammer somehow knew all of his account details, like recent transactions, so the story was believable.
Then they go ahead and say that we should deactivate this card.
They told Batts to put his debit card in the mailbox and convinced him to give up his PIN in order to protect his accounts.
So $10,000 gone.
Just like that.
Now, that's how they got him with that detailed information. So it sounds like this was an inside job. They knew all his transactions and the recent ones. So somebody had to have access to that banking system, especially for the most recent transactions. It couldn't be that they had an old bank statement. They knew exactly what he did within a couple of days span. So Chase may have to go through their employees and start really doing some thorough background checks, because this is sounding like an inside job.
According to this Waukegan police report, about $9,300 was withdrawn from this Chase Bank in Waukegan on Fountain Square Place. The police report indicates, and bank screenshots show, that some cash was taken from the ATM. Remember, they had his PIN. However, a large amount, $8,400, was withdrawn from inside the bank, meaning a teller handed Batts' money to the thieves without Batts' official ID.
Now, see, that raised even more suspicions. They went inside the Chase to make that withdrawal. Now, I do know that with Chase, as me being a customer and a lot of banks now, they have you only to put in your debit card and your PIN to verify you. I don't remember them actually checking my ID. So they're going to have to change their policies for that, because if those criminals was able to get his PIN number, yeah, that's quite possible. But here's the thing, $8,000 is a lot of money that you're just handing out without checking an ID. They definitely need some internal breaks going on there with how much money somebody can just take out without IDing somebody. Or maybe going back to what I said earlier, it's an inside job. It looks really suspicious to me.
Chase did not respond to those allegations, but told the I-Team, "We urge all consumers to ignore phone, text, or internet requests for money or access to their computer or bank accounts. Legitimate companies won't make these requests, but scammers will." Batts says Chase ended up refunding him most of the money before we reached out to the bank, and then the remaining ATM withdrawals after the I-Team became involved.
Now, with the I-Team coming involved, Chase gave this gentleman his money back, as they should, because their teller gave out the $8,000. This shouldn't be hard to figure out and get to the bottom. With the teller, why did they just issue out this money of $8,000 without checking the ID? And whoever came in there to get that money, somebody had to reveal their face with these cameras. If your bank calls you, you need to hang up and call them back, and don't give out any PIN numbers.
Batts says he's learned a lesson.
Don't give up, I'd say, any information before you can go to your bank.
Now, I'm quite sure this guy isn't the only victim of this person who went in his mailbox and pulled off this heist. So you want to make sure that if you get any phone calls from the bank, always call them back. Definitely educate your parents or any seniors around you, because a lot of them are used to doing business over the phone, or tell them they need to go to their local branch if they get a phone call from the bank about fraud. You can exercise that same option too. Another good thing, instead of using your debit cards, credit cards may be another option than your debit cards to stop some of these scams, because at least with your credit cards, if a payment or something is processed, the banks have time to stop that payment and you can get your money back. Many a times with your bank account, using your debit card, when that money gets pulled, it's automatically gone. So it's very hard to get that money back. And it's sometimes hard to track down those transactions. So you want to make sure that you're keeping you and your family's information safe, and tell your wife, your children, anybody in your household about this scam, because they don't want to lose their money. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. But if you have more detailed questions for me about your credit, you can submit your questions at my website, and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.